you played right down the road, Tulane. The importance, not just for you getting out here, but for the program to be able to put a player in a situation like this, summer league roster with the local team. Can you talk about that?
It's a great experience. It's a very humbling experience for myself. But it's a good thing for the Tulane program. It's showing that these guys are turning it around a little bit. You got some good coaches and the coaching staff, and putting out pretty good players, recruiting good players, and I'm just the first to hopefully many will come.
How's this transition go for you?
It's been okay. It's been okay. Some stuff is backwards in college. You have to switch that. That takes a little time, but I think third practice in, I think I had most of it. Some principles are different. Of course, the lane is different. That's adjusted, 3 seconds or whatever. But everything else has been fine. Basketball is basketball. Just adjustments.
How much did it mean to have Coach Conroy and some of the assistants out here yesterday supporting you through all of this?
It felt good. It felt like I was, I am at home basically, but it felt good for them to come because, even though they weren't talking, I still heard them in my ear.
Yeah.
So they put a little thumping on me. So it was good to see them. I'm glad they came.
You said there were a few things that you learned in college that you had to basically forget about on this level. College is to prepare you for the NBA. And it seems like you kind of did, kind of didn't. What was the biggest transition?
No, yeah. I think playing with energy is the most thing I took from college. You got to play hard all the time. Everything is key because people can sit in the lane as much as they want, so you have to get ready to box out. You have to get ready to help more. You got to be ready to be in the right positions. And I think college has prepared me, especially Tulane, has prepared me better because we focus on those things, and me being in more is key here and building out like on defense and stuff. I think it's easier, but at the same time, like some of the we sit to the middle, and we got to send more baseline because of they're bigger, taller people here. So it's just those things are a little different, but it definitely.
They just sit in the lane. It's good for an outside shooter, right?
Right. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Which teams did you work out for prior to the draft?
I just worked out with Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets, and it was a very good workout. Some good guys here, some guys I drafted. So that was another good experience. I did well at that camp. It's great to do that.
I think 1 of 2 rookies, the youngest guy, 21 years old. Do you feel like you're so far behind all these guys who played in the system for a little bit, or not really?
No, not really. Just because I could play, I feel comfortable. At first, I felt like I was even asking some of the older guys some questions and stuff like that, but that just comes with the game. I am the youngest, but I don't really feel like.
What's the experience been like for you to play? You guys have a Chinese player here who has a translator. What's the experience been like for you so far with him?
We've had some guys on my college team that's been really foreign, but they still spoke English. But this is the first time I've been with somebody that uses a translator all the time. It's neat, seeing what the professional level is like because all guys come from everywhere. And, it's really neat. I kind of get myself trying to listen to what he says, but I don't speak Chinese. But it's a very cool experience just because he wants to play basketball. And that's the only thing he does. That's his language.
What about your game do you think makes you attractive to this franchise and why they brought you to some of the team?
Shooting, one of them. Playing with energy. I know defense is one of the things I'm heavy on myself. So defense, energy, shooting. I can rebound with it too, and I can hit big guys too. So I think just playing with energy is the most thing. Shots will come, but as long as you play hard at the possession.
Did you think that this opportunity would come for you? Whether it be here or someplace else?
Right. Yeah, I thought so at the beginning, like early in my college career. I just thought I was out here playing, just playing college. I wasn't really looking towards the future. As I started, progressing in college and started getting some lists from agents and stuff like that, then it became more of a reality than a dream. It was a dream at first, and now it's reality. And I'm just glad to be here.
Did that happen maybe your junior, sophomore year when things started to take off at Tulane that you figured that this could happen for you?
Definitely. I broke my hand, junior year, 2 weeks before the season came in, and, shot 47% from the people in my house. It was amazing just to be there. I knew I could do it, but it's, things started turning around, and I was like, okay, now it's my time to do it.
I know one of the other things you did was rebound very well when you were at Tulane. Why is that something that you think can translate to the NBA so well?
I've been trying to figure it out forever, but I think it's because, some of it for me has to do with being able to shoot and knowing how shots are going to come off the rim. So if you see a guy shooting from the corner, you can kind of eye it and see where it's going to come off and, get a loose rebound or tipping the ball is really helpful when you're a smaller guy. Tipping it to yourself, and just, I mean, it really came natural, but I love it.
After 3 days of practice, what are the weaknesses that you have been exposed that you need to work on?
Yeah, I think one of the weaknesses is icing the ball screen. That's very different from collegiate play because everybody teaches to go over the top, but we send the baseline here, so I think adjusting my feet has been one of the weaknesses, and really, I don't know. Besides making shots, I got to make every shot. I don't like to miss, so you know, I guess that's a weakness.
Are you looking forward to the full speed that you have to game with the play?
Oh yeah. I really can't wait because game time is always good for me. This would be a good experience for everyone.
Is your journey just as much for you, or you kind of part of you wants to do it for Tulane?
Both. Not to be selfish, but I want to do it for myself, just to prove it to myself. But also, get these guys ready, and some new guys coming through Tulane, so I'm showing that they can do it as well.